Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Lads on the Trails. Today we're actually in Bury again and we're at the Burrs Country Park and we're going to do a little exploring. There's actually quite a bit of history here in regards to some mills and also a Roman fort. Yeah, just here is where we got the railway which runs, the East Lancashire Railway. Hopefully while we're here we might see some, you never know. Quite nicely we did. We're following Taz, everyone, so I don't know where we are. It only said, I said 1200 yards at Burrs, but well, Taz has led the way. So if he's been following that Google Maps again, you know, we're going to end up everywhere, aren't we? We might end up in Radcliffe. Yeah, you know, or we could end up in Radcliffe, anywhere. Back to Hebden, oh yeah, I'd love to go back to Hebden. Love Hebden Bridge. So we finally made it to the Burrs Country Park, everyone. Now the Burrs Country Park is overlooked by what's called a castle stead. Now what that actually is an Iron Age hill fort. Sadly there's no access onto it, which is directly in front of us here. That's where I believe it actually is. And that's the top of the site, as like obviously down here as you can see we've got all the trees and everything. Now the fort actually dates from the late Iron Age. It was occupied from the 5th century BC and continued in use until the 1st and 2nd century after the Roman invasion. These kind of places, what they were like built, you know, like for like a statement piece, obviously for the wealthy back in the day, and it radiated power out to the surrounding areas around here. So obviously Somerset up that way and Walmsley over that way, you know, and everything like that. In the early days following the Roman invasion, I think I'm going to pronounce this right, hold on, I don't know very well. Cartamandru Queen of the local tribe, the Bridgettes, was a client ruler of the Romans, and it could be the reason why this here wasn't actually attacked, and basically they just lived like in some kind of peace and harmony. And the fort was constructed on a steep slope, so yeah, I think this is it from what I've seen online, and this is it, like, and it's quite a steep slope up. Obviously then you got like the river here and stuff like that. This is the River Irwell, but yeah, if you look up there you can see the rockwork. Try and keep my foot in. You've got the rockwork there and stuff like that. Now the northwest and south side was obviously quite steep, so anyone attacking would have to climb at least 15 to 20 metres from the Irwell below, which obviously, like I say, is the Irwell here. It's like obviously the river would give protection, if you like, from the north side and the south side of it. The eastern side was a gentle slope, so the Iron Age people dug a substantial ditch to protect the fort. The ditch was 6 metres wide and ran for 120 metres. Yes, but a lot of like the old brickwork in there and stuff, as you can see just up there. So yeah, it probably were a lot more steeper than this. And like I say, you can't really get up there. I could try, but you know, I think it's actually private land, so you know, I don't want to do trespassing. I'm not into all that. I know some people would, but I certainly won't. But yes, I think it's coming around to it more now. As you can see, there's more brickwork there. Yes, I'm going to try and just get up this little bit here, without trying to fall. It's quite steep actually, I'll be quite honest. But yeah, there you go. That was the fort. So there was actually a fort here during the Roman times and everything like that. And as you can see, there's more of it there, which is absolutely brilliant. I remember like growing up, my dad used to mention about something, and he was like, I wonder whether there used to be a castle there or something, you know. But obviously, only doing research recently, like I found out there were a fort. So yeah, it's quite interesting. So yeah, you can imagine trying to climb up this to try and invade it. So yeah, here we go. Here's a better view. So yeah, it was like a Roman fort up there. I'll see whether I can get any images of it. There should be some about, I think. And then yeah, we can overlay them onto this. Like I say, we're at the Burrs Country Park in Bury. I've lived there, you know, I've lived there what, for 20 odd years, and I never even knew about it, and we grew up in this area. So yeah. So yeah, this is the River Well, and there is the weir just there. You'll probably be able to hear that, and we'll get some more footage of that. But yeah, so that's where the fort was. Apparently in the Bury Museum there's some artifacts which they actually found and stuff, so you know, if you ever want to look more into it, then you know, just go there, and I'll try and get some links and everything from the info which I found and stuff like that. Some more of the stonework here as well. So it might have been pretty huge, this area here. I should imagine it would have been, like I say, the Romans and stuff like that. I never thought of Bury like in the Romans, I don't know why. But hey, you never know, do you? It's like if you do have any information on anything like in regards to that fort, then please let us know in the comments and stuff. And you know, if you know of any other areas which we can get up to see more of it, if there is more, then let us know, and we can always arrange to meet up and, you know, explore together. But yeah, so this is where the weir comes in now. And come overflow here of the water, and then central paddles, and yep, there's the weir. This is like, looks like an overflow to it. Like I say, we're in the Burrs Country Park in Bury. Oh, is that the canal? Could have been the canal maybe. Might have been the canal, that everyone. I'll try and see what I can find out on maps and everything, and then put some more details in. Have you noticed how that one over there is, yeah, it's all steps, like, and this one's like just straight down? I wonder whether there was a reason for that. If anyone does know, let us know in the comments. So yeah, that was a bit of information on the fort. It's all the information that I could find, like I say. But yeah, if you do want to know where it is, basically where the weir is here, you just continue up there for literally a few yards and you'll notice the stonework. And obviously it went straight up there, but as you can see, it's all woodland now and everything like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head further into the Burrs and discover some more industrial history. Yes, everyone, I was right. It is the actual canal. It isn't an overflow from the weir, it's actually a canal. I don't understand where the canal went to up that way, because there was nothing further unless it went into the air well, which I can't really see. Like I said, I'll try and get some maps up and see what actually where this went and stuff like that. Are you eating again?
No, don't rest.
You've just been eating, haven't you?
No.
You've been eating my lunch, haven't you? You've been eating my lunch.
Nice pasta roll, by the way.
You ate my lunch, didn't you?
Yeah.
So yep, this was the canal, which would have gone down to where we're going, to the mills. And they were actually powered by water and later steam. Yeah, this is a real nice day out though. Like, you know, if you've got kids and stuff, you don't have a lot of money, you know, pack up a little picnic and yeah, come here. There's lots to see, lots to do. You know, plenty of nice little walks. If you've got a dog or anything, bring the dog. Oh, nice little walk around. Right, so how's this pointing now, everyone?
700 metres.
No Google Maps.
And by the way, you might get an ice cream at the end of this journey.
Oh, I might get an ice cream. Might. He'll probably eat that as well. So as we can see there, that is one of the chimneys, or the chimney for the area, and I'll explain more about that shortly when we get there. And I've got one of my friends down there, a Pidgey, come out for a day out with us. Those which don't know the story behind that, basically I got attacked by a pigeon. Yes, I got attacked by a pigeon. Come on, laugh away. So yeah, we're just getting a bit closer now. Let's head over here. This is part of the sculpture trail, I believe, as well. Don't know whether they're watching, but the Wandering Turnip, you were looking for chimneys. There is one, and this is in the Burrs Country Park in Bury. If you want any details, just get in touch with us. Yeah, this is, like I say, part of a sculpture trail. Glad it's not a maze because I'll probably get lost. Like I say, it's a good little day out if you've got a family in that. And in the distance up there behind them trees is actually Peel Tower. So this sculpture is made up of a series of large stones recycled from a dismantled bridge on Market Street in Bury. Under the 100 years of industrial grime, the artist discovered marks made by the original masons, which then, you know, carved out these symbols which were added, like the new symbols which were added. Working on site gave Edwards an understanding of the place, the passing of time, the people and the industry of the area, which is reflected in her works, as this was created by an artist called Julie Edwards in 1997. The materials are stone, copper and brass, and like I said, the location is at the Burrs Country Park. And it all forms part of the sculpture trail. Oh wow, we're heading. Now, I'm not too sure, I might need to go over that way, but I think this is something to do with the mills here, as we are in the area now. So obviously it's for the flow of water, which came down into the canal. So this probably was like a lock, I should imagine. So yeah, we're coming down now, like I say, to the side of the canal here. I think, if I remember right, this is the Manchester, Bury and Bolton Canal. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's Manchester, Bury and Bolton Canal, this. So yes, and here's that chimney. Wow, magnificent. The Burrs is one of Bury's earliest industrial sites, notable for its use of water and its association with the Peel family. Now, if you know the name Peel, yeah, the name Peel, if you remember right, so Robert Peel, it is actually their family. So yeah, obviously that's what this is association with, is the Peel family. So yeah, the Peel family had something to do with the mills here. Although many of the mills, which made up one of two of the mills here at the Burrs, and it was called, there was one called the Burrs Mill, and the other was called Higher Woodhill Mill. Obviously they've not now gone, and all what remains is obviously what we see here today. And it gives an interesting insight into the manufacturing technology and the life in the early 19th century. Remember right, this was an overflow, well not an overflow, but water which came in to power the mills. Obviously we can't get across there anymore. I can't actually get properly in it either. It's got a lot of it fenced off for some reason. Must be structurally unsafe or something. But yeah, that tower is magnificent. So from what we've just seen, this was part of the Burrs Mill. Like I said, there were two mills here. One was the Burrs Mill and the other was the Higher Woodhill Mill as well. Obviously that's a mechanical wheel of some form. Don't know, that's where there was a door maybe into it, but looks very crumbly if it were. Let's get that up there like that. Oh, has part of that been taken down? Because there's a lot of stuff inside that is braced. So yeah, this would have been where the Burrs Mill would have been. As you can see, parts of it there and here. And we'll go down to the end over here. Let's see if we can get up the top shortly as well. Right, we can get up on top here anyway. Wow. I think this may be where the wheel were, which would have powered the mill, because they were water powered. So in 1792, a well-established group of entrepreneurs, the Peel, Howarth and Yates, built a water-powered spinning mill, along with a manager's house, which is down that way. It is. They also built a smithy, workers' cottages, and an ash pit. At the same time, Higher Woodhill Mill was built by Richard Cowcrow, who engaged in the processing of cotton. So we'll try and get up here. Like I said, if I remember right, like that looks like it was where water came in from there. So up here there might be the remnants of the area. Not really anything here, but yeah, like our circle of that is this where the wheel were which powered the mill and everything like that. Just looking at that there, like I say, come around the other side so you can maybe get a better view. Yeah, there we go. You know, the shape of it, I'm almost wondering whether that's where the wheel would have been. Yeah, so there we go, Burrs Mill. Yeah, so basically this is the remains of Burrs Mill. It was built to spin cotton by the Peel family in the 1790s, but then it became a bleach works in the 1880s. The area stone paving flag shows the exact area, if you like, of the earlier mill when it was powered by water. The chimney brick and stuff like that. Car park show the later extensions, so the car park and everything like over there is the later extensions of it all. And the three stone cottages were originally back-to-back mill workers' cottages, which are now obviously used as an activity centre, and I think there's a cafe there. And then behind us here is what remains of a much larger reservoir that held water to turn the water wheels, which originally powered the mill. The arches through which the water flowed are still visible in the surviving brick wall of the mill. So yeah, we're right, yeah. And to the right, and crossing the River Irwell on a blue brick aqueduct is a feed channel for the Manchester, Bolton and Bury Canal. So that was what we came in on over there. So yeah, there's a bit of history on that. Yeah, so in 1808, the Burrs Mill was actually sold to Richard Carlow, who expanded his mill and converted them into steam power. However, after a major fire in 1829, the mill was rebuilt. In 1850, it seen the boom of the cotton industry, and it was a great time of prosperity. And it's thought that the surviving chimney dates from that time. Wow, 1850, so how many years is that now? That's what, 100 and odd years? In 1861, the Burrs cottages, which we're looking at now, which are part of the activity centre, were made up of 28 homes, housing 141 people, and facing the cottages, which is where that little fence is and everything, that is the remains of midden, which is a toilet block. During the cotton famine in 1861 and to 1865, which brought about the American Civil War, it was the beginning of the end of the cotton mills at the Burrs, and in 1870, facing mounting financial pressures, it was actually sold, the mill, the Burrs Mill and Higher Woodhill Mill, to the Yates family. And so by 1880, once it was sold to the Yates family, it had been converted, the mill, into making paper, and by 1893, following further building, it was being used for bleachery and dyeing by Samuel Rockwell Limited, and in 1920 it was taken over by the Star Bleaching Company. In the 1930s, Higher Woodhill mill was demolished, and in 1933 the Depression caused the remaining mills to close. During the Second World War, Burrs Mill and the associated buildings were actually used as a billet to house Italian prisoners of war. And in 1952, the earliest part of the Burrs Mill was demolition. The rest of the mill followed in 1982, just leaving the workers' cottages and the chimney. Yeah, so these were the workers' cottages. Like I say, they housed 141. Yeah, Midden. So these are what basically are toilet blocks. Now, that's what was facing these cottages. So yeah, sure you can hear the train there. So yeah, this was the workers' cottages. Yeah, so the oldest surviving building at the Burrs here is actually the Brown Cow Public House, which was built as a farm in 1752 before the Industrial Revolution took hold in Lancashire. So that used to be a farm. So we can have a little wander. Again, another little weir here, leading down to the airwell. I'm sure this is where the Higher Woodhill mill used to be. Oh, look how pretty that looks. That's beautiful, that. And then obviously you got the workers' cottages there. But yeah, I'm sure it's this side which the second mill used to be on. Like I say, it was all demolition and stuff, so just got a feeling this is it. There's a lot of old stonework about. As you can see, paving like this here. And then we come over onto the airwell again. And yeah, I'm sure the mill was around here then. This bit over here, because I remember the railway being over that way. So yeah, this is the oldest part of the Burrs. Like I say, it was built as a farm and now it's the Brown Cow. But yeah, a nice little pub that. Highly recommend it. Never been in personally, but everything what I've heard from other people, food's outstanding, everything, but it does get busy. And there we go. Hi guys, well that's it for this adventure today at the Burrs Country Park. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, click like, subscribe, get that notification bell going so you'll know when we upload another video. Don't forget to share us with your friends and everybody. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. See you for now. Bye. Bye.